Now, Thursday, the main day of the BRICS summit, was packed with action. Now, of course, to an extent, you can use the word action in regard to a political summit. Well, Russia's President Vladimir Putin, arriving early in the morning, he kicked off his streak of face-to-face conversations with the South African president. Now, that way late into the night, followed by a face-to-face with with his Chinese counterpart, and then all of that wrapped up with a tete-a-tete with India's Prime Minister. Now, in between all of those talks, Russia's President Vladimir Putin met with the leaders of other countries who are not part of the BRICS bloc. Among those was the Argentinian leader and the Turkish President Recep Erdogan. And Putin's meeting with Erdogan kinda hinted at the potential bromance the two leaders could be having.
Aramızdaki her türlü dayanışma birilerini de gerçekten kıskandırıyor. Спасибо.
Ресторан обещали пригласить.
Да,
но мы договорились, что когда вы мясную продукцию нашу пустите, наверное, когда в ресторане будут мясные блюда из России, мясо, да?
Ben memnuniyetle sizleri öncelikle beklerim.
Спасибо.
We live in special times, and with Donald Trump and the White House being so keen on trade wars, well, that, of course, couldn't go unnoticed here. That was the focus, and I talked about this to quite an extent with ministers and experts who attended the summit.
The leaders of BRICS are very clear that we will not be in a position to tolerate what is trade protectionism like we're seeing from the US, but also we're also looking at alternatives to say that, I mean, you have BRICS, which is a conglomeration of almost 40% of the world's population. It's a huge player.
Let's look at how politics has changed in the States. They want to make sure that products are manufactured in America for Americans and not getting goods manufactured outside the United States and brought back again at exotic prices back to the United States. The emerging markets are starting to see the dangers of unilateralism.
Collateral damage that we are suffering is in trade wars which are not of our making. We're not the cause of anybody's problems, but we are being affected. So we're not very happy about it. We're also not very happy about what we see as perhaps the intended end destination, which is a weakening of multilateralism in favor of unilateralism or bilateralism. We're not in favor of that. This is a signal that we need to strengthen our cooperation as BRICS in a huge number of areas.
So with all the damage that right now America's trade policies are dealing apparently to the economies of the BRICS nations, well, every cloud has a silver lining, you know. And here it is the fact that BRICS nations are now encouraged to work closer with each other, also simultaneously encouraging other nations, perhaps emerging economies, to work with the BRICS bloc and not with other states. I'm Igor Zhdanov reporting from Johannesburg, from South Africa, RT.
Well, the five leaders gathered for a group photo, but not everything went to plan.